Hello. What's up, fam? How y'all doing? So, I'm getting ready to get down to the nitty gritty about this dark night of the soul. So, I went through the dark night of the soul, and it took me a while to realize it. I say about middle of last year. That's when it started, but I didn't know. I didn't know I was going through it mentally and emotionally. The dark night of the soul. It started off with a lot of negative thinking. And I'm normally an optimistic person. I'm always optimistic. I'm always, always have a good outlook on things. I always have a positive attitude. I'm always, in a chipper mood. Majority better not pee on my carpet. Go lay down. Go lay down. Go on. Excuse me. I'm always in, an upbeat mood. I'm always in a chipper mood, and it gets on people's nerves because I'd be happy to see people. I'd be in a grocery store. I'm about some, hi, how y'all doing? Hi. Just waving at random ass people, and they just give me these nasty ass looks, and I'm like, okay, whatever. That's just me. That's who I am, and I'm not going to change that for nobody. But with this dark night of the soul, I was having a lot of negative thinking, a lot of negativity. Wasn't optimistic about anything. It seemed like I was having a lot of doubt at that time. I was always fearful of things, worried, on top of already having that issue. But I'm normally upbeat, optimistic, have a good outlook. I'm genuinely happy. Can't never really bring me down. Unless I don't get what I want in this one. That's when I get mad. It's because I'm not getting what I want. That's what pisses me off the most, Aside from egotistical motherfuckers. But other than that, I'm Gucci. You feel me? But anyway, while going through this negative mindset, my money was coming in, but wasn't coming in good like it normally would. I would be distracted with all kinds of negative thoughts, negative thinking, negative feelings and emotions. When I moved here, it got worse. On top of me talking about, the trauma and dramas that I was going through to the women, the counselors at the women's shelter, it was getting worse. Dark night of the soul does not let up. The motherfucker don't let up, boy. I was having all kinds of suicidal thoughts. I mean, it was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I was giving up on things easy. And I'm a fighter, not a physical fighter. I'm a lover. I love me some, but I don't physically fight because it's stupid. Use your words. But I'm normally a fighter. I don't let up easy. I don't give in. I don't give up easy. But after going through the mental and emotional roller coasters of the dark night of the soul, enduring, it didn't do anything good for me mentally, magically, emotionally, physically. I was just all over the place. Like when you hit in the dark night of the soul, your mental goes all kinds of sideways. You're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely, you're lost. It feels like you got a fucking lower attached to you, something stuck on you that just rides your fucking back, and it won't let up until you decide to figure out and question why you feeling the way you was feeling. So you're going to feel depression. You're going to feel angry. You're going to feel all kinds of heightened emotions like confusion and frustration. One minute you're happy, the next minute you're sad, and then you're depressed, like down, depressed. Just they're feeling low down and sad. Like you've been stricken with some kind of vibe that's not you. And that's how I was feeling when I was going through this dark night of the soul from middle of last year up until January of this year. So fucking ridiculous. I was crying, like uncontrollably crying, like something I would normally never do. I was just bawling, man, depressed. I felt like I was sinking, man. And it affected my magic heavily. Like, it was ridiculous going through the dark night of the soul. I mean, I don't even understand. I don't even see how I made it through that. I don't see how, when I was doing magic before I moved down here, I don't even see how I was getting my magic done. It was like I was kind of like in a zone, you know what I'm saying? Like going down some kind of weird ass, dark, narrow tunnel that I was it seemed like I was never going to get out of. So those are the feelings that you'll have when you're going through the dark night of the soul. It feels like something that it feels like this heavy, dark, literal dark cloud that is hovering over you and in your entire being. And it won't let up. But I'm going to tell you why. Before I tell you why, I'm going to finish my story. So I was depressed. I was venting to everybody about I don't have this and I can't get this done and I don't know what to do and I'm sad and I'm lonely and I'm lost. And I was just crying every damn day, or I'm laying in here on the floor just numb. Just fucking completely fucking numb, just laying there thinking about what the fuck, why, why am I feeling like this? Maybe I should just take myself out, and I'm a witch and I know how powerful I am. So one thing I have to do is do certain things and bam, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have to physically do it. So I had to stop myself a couple of times. I had to remind myself, now, you know damn well you're a witch. You know how powerful you are. You've seen what you can do. You know what you've done. So you need to chill out. I've had to stop myself a couple of times from doing that while going through the dark night of the soul. It felt really heavy. Like it would not fucking let up. The depression was horrible. Horrible depression. It felt like I was just walking in a damn daze every day. And I was getting my magic done and I was getting blessed and I was having all kinds of blessings flowing in, but I couldn't enjoy them. I couldn't enjoy any of it because of this dark night of the soul. I was still doing my magic workings. I was still doing my money work. I was doing some love work for me. I was still doing client work, but during that time, it was just like, get off. What the fuck is this? What is this? Why is this on me? I wish whatever this is would let me go and leave me alone. But little did I know that it was me going through an ascension process. Like a caterpillar putting itself in its cocoon into this, what they call it, a chrysalis. And sitting there and going through that process of transformation and growth and then becoming a butterfly. That's what I was going through. I was transforming and I didn't know it. Transformation's ugly. It's chaotic. It does not feel good. And if you are not, I'm not even going to say mentally stable, because during the dark night of the soul, there is no mental stability whatsoever. There is no mental stability at all. The only way I got through truly was because of Lucifer. If I hadn't started calling on him, I would have never made it through the dark night of the soul, because I was ready to take myself the fuck out. That's how low I was. And the dark night of the soul, when you going through that, there's no letting up. It's not going to let up until you start being more inquisitive. I was talking to Lucifer, I told Lucifer, I said, I can't get through this. I can't go through this no more. I'm tired. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of all of this stuff. I'm tired of the mental and emotional roller coasters. I'm tired of fighting. Y'all, I've been fighting my whole fucking life. I kid you not. From the time I was a child up until now, I have been fighting my whole life. I do not know what true love feels like. I do not know what it means for a man to love on me and hug on me and want me and only me. I don't know what the fuck that shit feels like. I don't know what it's like to have true friends. Every friend I've ever had has always stabbed me in the back and shown me their true colors. And before they could even do it, 9 times out of 10, I felt that energy before it came. Or I had a premonition and let them go and ghosted them. Because I seen what they was going to do. I seen who they are. So I don't know what none of that shit feels like. Sadly. And talking to Lucifer about, I was calling on Lucifer. I was like, Lucifer, I can't make it. I can't go on. I'm getting tired. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of fighting. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't know what I'm going to do. And he told me, he said I was one of his strongest ones. He said, you the strongest motherfucker. You the strongest one. I need you to get up and fight. And I was like, I don't want to fight anymore. I'm getting tired. I'm tired of fighting. I'm getting sick of fighting. And I am. I'm sick of fighting. I'm tired of it. All my life I've had to fight. Oprah Winfrey. Harpo. Oh, shit. All my life I've had to fight. My whole life. And I told Lucifer I'm tired of it. And he told me to get back up and fight. Keep going. So I was laying in bed one morning after I had realized what was going on in my process, and I started talking to Lucifer. And what Lucifer did was, instead of me talking to him, he diverted my thoughts. He shifted my thoughts from me talking to him about me getting tired of fighting and me getting tired of doing this and this and that and why people treat me this way. And, he got me to start reflecting more on why I am feeling the way that I am. What is causing me to feel this way? Where am I getting all these feelings from? How am I feeling this? How and who and what is causing me to feel the way that I was feeling going through the dark night of the soul? He diverted my thoughts from, why do people always mistreat me? Why am I always getting beat up? Why am people always doing me wrong? Why do people just out the blue just be stupid and do nasty things to me for no reason? And then I started thinking more after he diverted my thoughts to, where am I getting these feelings and these emotions from initially? What is its origin? Where did it stem from? Where is the root? He was trying to help me. Basically, he was telling me, find the root cause of the issues that I was going through that were deep down in me, buried, that I covered up and never really dealt with as an adult. So the deeper I got into it, the more I realized what I was going through, and the more I started thinking constructively, I found that I was dealing with feelings of abandonment. My mother left me. I was only a kid. I was a little toddler. She left me. She abandoned me and left me at Home of the Innocents. I was raped by 5 of her friends. As a kid, they told me I could never have children. I got 4. My mother's family treated me as if I was nothing. Feelings of inadequacy. So you got abandonment issues, you got a rape victim trauma, and all kinds of other shit. And then you got feelings of being inadequate, feelings of, not being enough for you or anybody else. And then he's telling me, where did you get these feelings from? Who did they come from? And then I was like, Tears stopped. The tears, they stopped flowing. My strength returned. My power returned. I got bigger. I got stronger. After he had me go through all of that, he told me Don't let nobody ever tear you down. You get up and you fight. You're stronger than what you think you are. You know who you are. Do what you got to do. So I did. I did what I had to do. The people who made me feel that way because of their own feelings of inadequacy, because of their own feelings of insignificance, basically rubbed off on me as a child. And going through that dark night of the soul really helped me to see. Better not pee on my carpet. Come here. Come here. Come here. Wait. Oh. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on, come on. This is... Oh, did you pee on me? Better not pee on me. Pee on me.
It's Mommy.
Yes, now move. So...
Puppy.
So, after all of those questions were answered, all of those emotions were found, you know, where they originated from, I did what I had to do. While healing from that trauma, I was standing at the stove, you know, one day cooking. I believe I put it in another one of my videos that Lucifer told me. I was asking him, how do I get over this trauma? How do I get over this pain after I did what I had to do? How do I get over the trauma and the pain, the suffering that still followed me? Because it's still there. And he said, you're never gonna get over completely the trauma that was put on you. And he said to me, turn that pain into power. And I did. I did exactly that. I did exactly that. I did exactly that. So when you're going through this dark night of the soul, it's more of some past traumas that you had been through, and that you had to go through in order to get you to the next level of ascension. Initially, that's what the dark night of the soul truly is. It's nothing that is set there to cause you harm or literal pain or suffering. It's basically you going through a process of growth and transformation. You know, there's always chaos and order. If you don't understand, look up chaos theory and get to understand it and know it more. You know, so the dark night of the soul is a transformation from what you used to be to somebody better, to something better, to someone stronger, someone bigger, someone more vibrant, someone who is less who moves less in pain and moves more in confidence. Oh, go, stop it. Shoe fly. Go on. So, rotten. She's spoiled. Don't pee on my carpet. Shoot. Go on. Don't look at me. Oh, she's spoiled, rotten. But anyway, the dark night of the soul is a transformation. It helps you. Well, it's designed to help you grow. It's designed for you to reflect, to get down deep into your soul, your core, and it's like shadow work, but on a much larger scale. It affects everything. The dark night of the soul affects everything. Everything, literally everything. Family, friends, money, the way you carry yourself, the way you take care of yourself, your kids. It affects literally everything around you. The dark night of the soul is nothing to fuck with. It's not. It almost took me the fuck out. If I hadn't called on Lucifer, I wouldn't have gotten through that. Ain't no way I would have gotten through that. When it's the dark night of the soul, it's literally dark. It is as dark as can fucking be. Like, it'll take you back to some depression, and I mean, it's like the shit just won't let up. You have to have some kind of spiritual guide to help you through that. You cannot go through the dark night of the soul alone whatsoever, because the shit will take you out. There's a lot of people out here that go through the dark night of the soul, and a lot of them committing suicide, a lot of them in the psych ward, a lot of them is killing other people, and they just don't know. They don't have that spiritual guidance. And there's a lot of people out here that's going through the dark night of the soul, and has been going through it for years, and just don't know how to deal with it. And I'm sitting here telling y'all, this is how I got through it. I started talking to Lucifer, and I was telling him, and he diverted my thoughts and started having me ask myself questions. I became more inquisitive and trying to find the root cause of what it was that I was going through, and why I was going through it, and how it was making me feel. You know, and a lot of it stemmed from past traumas as I was a kid and growing up, and the way my mother's family treated me. You know, so that helped me out a lot. This dark night of the soul, it's not something to play around with. So it's just like going through shadow work, but on a much grander scale. Yes, I do repeat myself. Now, when you're going through this, and I know it's a lot of people out there going through it and don't even know what the fuck it even is. You start to seek the inner self. A lot of spiritual folk will tell you to search your inner core. She peed on me. My leg is wet. It's irritating. You'd seek your higher self. If you don't know how to seek your higher self, you would get spiritual guidance. And it doesn't necessarily, if you're not Luciferian like me, it would be your ancestors through ancestor veneration. You would go with, you know, your spirit guides, or you know, seek a spiritual counselor or spiritual counsel, spiritual advisors, people such as myself who have been through the dark night of the soul, and you need help getting through it. You know, you can't get through that shit by yourself. There's no way. You have to have some kind of spiritual expert or a higher being who is far more intelligent than you that's going to help you get through that. So never try to get through the dark night of the soul by yourself. You seek spiritual help, spiritual assistance, going through that, spiritual counselor, which is why I am a spiritual counselor and advisor as well, for this very reason. There's no way in hell I would be on YouTube talking about any of these things if I hadn't gone through it myself and it didn't work for me. If it didn't work for me, I'm not finna talk about the shit. But Lucifer and his legion has blessed me way too much, time and time again, 1,000,000 times over. And I can't just keep quiet about this. You know, this is something that I have to talk about because it's real and it's the truth. So when getting through the dark night, put that down. Get out of your nose. Out. Go. 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 Scoot along. You're mad at me. So getting through the dark night of the soul, one must become more inquisitive. You have to settle your mind. If you don't know how to control your mind and your thoughts in the beginning, in the first place, there's no way in hell you gonna get through it. If you do not know anything about mental alchemy, if you don't know how to transform thoughts, negative thought forms into positive thought forms, if you don't know anything about alchemy, period, you're not going to get through the dark night of the soul. And it's not. If you don't have any kind of spiritual guidance in the right direction, helping you with the right information and helping you get on the right track, you're just not going to get through the dark night of the soul. That's going to be something that's going to tear you down and weigh you down and completely destroy you if you don't know how to deal with it, if you don't know how to go through it or get through it. constructively. I came out way ahead when going through the dark night of the soul, and it's more about it's transformation. It's for you. It's set in place, and it is designed for you to grow, for you to be stronger. It's to help you to elevate, to ascend into a better version of yourself, to transform your lower self into a higher version of yourself, a better version of yourself. That's basically what the dark night of the soul is. And going through it, man, I was a wreck. I hardly recognized myself going through the dark night of the soul, because my ass was whooped, honey. Do you hear me? I was whooped. I was whooped, man. Days I looked at myself in the mirror, I didn't even recognize who the fuck I was, because of the mental and emotional wheels was turning, and everything was churning and going, and was just spinning, and it just would not let up. And on top of me having flashbacks and shit, that just was no good. It wasn't no good. So if you need help, I offer counseling services, $250 per month, for, spiritual advising only. I charge $500 monthly for spiritual counseling, that goes through the whole thing, everything, and it's private. I don't too much share my clients' information. However, my spiritual counseling services are designed to help you get through your life, help you to see things, get a new perspective, to gain more of an outlook on what it is that you are attempting to do in your life, what you truly want, how you truly want it done. It basically, I get down to the nitty motherfucking gritty. We go hard, we get dirty, and come out clean. Pressure. If you're afraid of pressure, don't work with me. I tell all of my clients, if you ain't getting ready to cuss me out, if you're not already cussing me out, then I'm not doing my job. I work. And I'm real about my shit. I don't play any games. Because if you're saying you really want something, not only do you have to act like you want it, you have to be it. You have to be the epitome of the thing you want. You have to already be walking in what it is that you're saying you desire. It's called embodiment. If you don't know how to embody that thing or that action or that person that you wish to become, then you're not trying to get anywhere. Because you have to be that person before you actually get to that physical reality. So, the dark night of the soul is basically designed to help you become a better version of yourself, but on a much more difficult level. Like, say for instance, you think about Super Mario. Like, at the end, they got the big boss. He's all on fire, and he's spitting fire, and he's throwing fireballs and bombs and everything else, and you done died repeatedly trying to figure out how to beat this big boss, not realizing that there was one thing that you needed to get through the big boss to get to the next level. Well, the dark night of the soul is the same way, but you have to be inquisitive. You have to learn how to take what you learned previously to help you get through that and to the next level. If you don't know how to control your own thoughts, control your own mind, control your own emotions, to silence your mind, if you can't do none of that, you're not getting through the dark night of the soul. And if you don't have a spiritual guide, whether human or higher form, a higher power, you're not going to get through it. There's no way in hell. Literally, there's no fucking way you're going to get through the dark night of the soul. So that's what I wanted to talk about. My experience with the Dark Night of the Soul, what it was for, what it's designed for, how hard it is to get through that level in order to ascend, to become a better version of yourself, a higher version of yourself, and a higher form of being. I'm pretty sure there's some folk out there that need help. I'm pretty sure there's some watchers out there that are going through this shit right now. But I'm here to let you know, 9 times out of 10, that's what that is. Why you can't shake that depression. Why you can't shake the negativity and attract the negative people around you, and negative thoughts, and your whole life just going up in shambles, and it just seems like your life has gone to shit. It's called a shit show, which it is. It's not pretty. Transformation. Stop. It's not pretty. It is not. It's not pretty at all. Your life is so chaotic for a reason. If you need somebody to talk to, just to ask questions, I'm here. If you need counseling, I'm here. Spiritual advising, $250 a month. Spiritual counseling, $500 a month. And that's it, you know. Dark Night of the Soul. Which way will you go? Are you going to stay down? Or are you going to grasp that safety? What do you call it? That life jacket and get your ass pulled up out that water before it kills you. That's what that is to me. Lucifer threw me a lifeline going through Dark Night of the Soul. He threw me a lifeline. But that's about it. And I hope that you all have a marvelous day. I'm in my little outfit. It's hot as hell down here. It's like 90 some odd degrees, 95 degrees. Hot as fuck. It's hot. 90 some odd degrees today, I think. Let's have a look at this here weather. Let's look. Okay, no. It's 86 degrees. But it's humid. I feel like it's 90 something. It's 86 degrees outside today. But me stepping out on my patio, honey, it felt hotter than that. It's supposed to be up in the 90s. The rest of the week. Damn, it's supposed to get up to 97 degrees on Thursday of next week. 96 Sunday. 97 this coming Saturday. Ooh, I ain't ready. I ain't ready for that heat. We finna be at the pool all summer. 2022, we finna be at the pool. I'm going to grab somebody's man. I don't give a fuck. I can have whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. It's still a man season. Peace. Hail Lucifer.